Cubers, I wanted to do a quick video on KewbzUK Lube and specifically Blitz, Swift and Glide. We get asked at competitions what each of these lubes do and how to best apply it to your 3x3. So I thought I'd make a video explaining what it does, how it works, where to put it, just for like the most optimal sort of use case for it. So you've got 3x3. First thing you want to do is make sure you've cleaned all of the lube out of your puzzle before applying more. So a lot of lubes do sort of mix well with each other, but some don't. Now, I'm not a big fan of cheap lubricant from the factory. I just think things don't really mix very well with it. I don't know what they use, and that's just my opinion. But what I would say is whatever puzzle you've got, take it apart and just wipe out all of the sort of gooey old lube from the inside. Now, let's get started. What you should know is that all of the lubes in front of us now, Blitz, Swift and Glide, you can mix them together. You can create a completely unique feel. Whatever you want, you can create with these four lubes. Glide's really thick, Blitz is really runny, and then Swift and Dash are sort of in between. So if you use a runnier lube, like Blitz and Dash, you're going to get less friction and more speed. And if you use Swift and Glide, you're going to create friction inside your puzzle, and you're going to slow it down, make it controllable, more stable, and give it a sort of plush, buttery type feel, if that makes sense. So, what you want to do, first of all, is decide what you're after. You're after more control, more speed. What do you want from your cube? Then what you need to understand is if you're going with a thicker lube, Glide or Swift, the further to the exterior of the puzzle that you put it, it's going to have more of an effect. If you put Glide closer to the core of the puzzle, like down on the tracks of the edges, it's going to have less effect than if you'd put it here on the corner where it meets the edge. And that's because it's further to the outside of the puzzle. The closer to the inside it is, the less effect it has. Hopefully you're still following along. Hopefully that makes sense. But whatever you want to use, I recommend Swift and Blitz, by the way. Really good combo. Whatever you want to use, just make sure you don't put too much and you're putting it in the right places. So we're going to go ahead and just take a piece out, and I'm going to show you how I would apply my favourite combo, Swift and Blitz. I'm going to pull out an edge piece. If you don't know how to disassemble a cube, then just watch a few videos, but it's literally a case of on a 3x3, offset the top layer 45 degrees, thumb under it, wiggle it out. Be really careful, don't break anything. Here, this is a torpedo and a track. The torpedo is this little part, and then this is the track. Just sort of the recessed groove there. What you want to do is put a bead of your lubricant of choice along this track. So this is, if I hold this piece like this, you can see you've got that. That is the track in there. So what we're going to do is put one bead all the way along that, flip it over, one bead the other side, and that's perfect. There's not too much on it. I've just done one whole bead along it and this side. Now we're going to pop that back in. You only have to do that to one edge. You haven't got to do it to every edge, only one, and then break it in. By breaking it in, that just means you're doing like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solves. You're just really getting that lubricant all around the inside of the puzzle. It's going everywhere. But it's confined to that track. It's not going to end up here on the edge. It's only going where it can touch. Hope that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. Whether that comes across when I'm speaking or not, I don't know. So already that is, it's a lot more stable. There's a lot more control. So what we've done is we've introduced friction to the pieces, which is, it's made it sort of, it's deadened the sound ever so slightly because it's less plastic on plastic, but it's just helped to sort of lubricate the inside, the lower pieces. Then what we want to do is, let's just pretend that's solved. It doesn't matter if it's not, but it's all one colour. Let's put the lid back on. Then what we want to do is grab our Blitz, and Blitz, for the best results, you want to put, I don't want to lay that down because it'll mark the map. You want to put between the edge and the corner. So all you want to do, pick it up like this, use your sort of middle finger and ring finger to, middle finger and pointy finger to pull apart the edge and the corner, like so. You can see a gap. And then we just want to do 1, 2 drops, just like that. we're going to flip our cube over and we're going to do one drop deep into the corner, deep into the foot of the corner. So the foot of the corner, if you pull it apart, is that bit sort of, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's the bit that you can see at the base of the corner. Now what this is going to do is that drop is going to mix with the Swift, and then the 2 drops we put on the edge contact point is just going to get all around the sort of edges and corners. That means our whole puzzle is lubricated. We've got a very good sort of mixture of controllability and speed. And it's just really, it's really soft to turn. It's really nice. There's just something about Swift and Blitz. They work so well with each other. If you want it a little bit more controlled, try Glide and Blitz or Glide and Dash. Again, there's nothing saying you can't put Blitz on the track of the piece and then another bit of another bit of Blitz up here. That's going to be less friction and it's going to be quite a fast sort of responsive cube. And then at the complete other end of the spectrum, you could put Glide on the track, and you could also put Glide here if you wanted a really controllable, sort of stable cube. So just have a little play around. These are on offer on the website. If you want all 4, it's like 4 for 20, or they're £8–9 each. So just whatever you can afford, don't go crazy. But as long as you remember that you only need 1 or 2 drops for your puzzle. You don't need to go absolutely nuts. Well, I actually put 3 in. I put 2 drops there and then 1 drop on the foot, and then Glide or Swift, there was like a bead on the bottom. So you don't have to use half a bottle. If you use too much, it's going to slow, you're going to introduce like too much friction and it's going to slow your cube down exponentially. It's going to be awful. And then you're going to need a cloth, you're going to have to wipe it all out, etc. So what I would say is start with Swift and Blitz. It's really good ballpark. And then if you want it to be more speedy, you could maybe try Dash and Blitz. Or if you want it to be more controlled, you could go with Swift and Dash or Glide and Dash. Just mix them all around. And there's nothing to say you can't then put 1 tiny drop of Glide on the edge or corner once you've used Swift and Blitz. Just experiment, but as a ballpark, that is how I would start. It's how all of our Imperium cubes come around. I just sort of trial and error. Because I will say that our lubes work a lot better with MoYu cubes than Chi cubes. I found that across the board with anyone's lubes. I just don't really like the plastic that Chi use. Not saying the puzzles are bad, because they're not. They are really good, and they are like world class for a reason. But I just think MoYu and Gan cubes, every lube across the board works a lot better with their puzzles than the Chi puzzles. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If I need to run through this again with a different lube. If you do have Aqua, by the way, which wasn't showcased here, Aqua is our water-based lube meant for speed, and it is fast, but it's got the consistency of like Glide. In fact, it's even thicker than Glide, which means it's really long-lasting and it spreads so easily. So what I would do if you've got Aqua is pull a piece out, put a little bit on just one side of the track, and then put a little bit in the edge contact point, because honestly, Aqua goes a long way and it is insane. Please, if you haven't already, try Aqua. It's wicked. Anyway, I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.